Today I am planning the perfect money-saving cocktail party and you are invited. Now, I have already made my wonderful crispy potato bites with that sour cream and bacon filling, and now it's time for my chicken sliders with spicy barbecue mayo. These are chicken thighs, and I'm using these instead of chicken breast. Your bone-in chicken breast, by the way, is $2.99 a pound. Bone-in thighs, $1.29 a pound. So you're saving $1.70 a pound or 57% right here. And I gotta tell you, I think this is actually more tender and more juicy and more flavorful. Now in my pot here, I have 1 onion that I've chopped up with 1 tablespoon of garlic and a tablespoon of canola oil. And those are just sweating away. You want them soft and translucent, and you want the garlic and the onion flavors to kind of meld together. That is the bed you're gonna put your chicken thighs on. Now, place these in here first, and you want all of those in your pot. And I'm doing skin side up, that way the meat is absorbing all of that beautiful flavor from the onion and the garlic. Place that all in here. Now, you just need a couple more things. You're gonna need a bit of salt and a bit of pepper. And then what I wanna put in here is a sprig of thyme and a sprig or 2 of rosemary. And then a 1/2 cup of water goes in here. Cover these up and let them cook for 1 hour on low heat and wait until you see what we have. Look at that. Onto your tray. You're gonna remove the skin too, by the way. Just take that off and discard it. Okay, let's talk about our barbecue mayonnaise. In my bowl, I want a couple things. I want a good quality mayonnaise, and you're gonna need about a 1/2 cup of this. Perfect. And then a 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce, some mustard, and you only need 1 tablespoon. And by the way, this is a spicy brown mustard. And then hot sauce is going in here, 1 tablespoon of that. Let's stir this all together. And that is a fantastic barbecue mayonnaise. I want to set that aside. Now the cabbage for my slaw. This is just a head of green cabbage, and I'm gonna chop it up really fine. Now I'm gonna reserve the rest of this cabbage for my round 2 recipe. I have tacos with cucumber salsa coming up. This is great, great food. But before I put my cabbage in here, I wanna put into my bowl a couple things. 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Then I want a 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. And then stir this up until the sugar is dissolved. The cabbage goes in. Toss it all about and coat this as well as you possibly can. Finish it off with salt and pepper. Get some more flavor in that cabbage. Let's build us some sliders. First, before we do that, we've got to put the chicken into our sauce. So I'm gonna take my chicken, and we need to let it cool down so it makes it, easier to handle when you go in here and shred it. I do want it still to be a little bit warm because it shreds a little easier when it is warm. But just kind of pull this off the bone. Once you have all the chicken off the bone, just come in here and pull it apart as best you can. Now, into my bowl, all of this is going to go, and I just want to whiz that together. Beautiful. Time to build us some sliders. Let's make some workspace here. I've got my dinner rolls here. Now, take the tops off, put a nice amount of chicken on there, a little bit of cabbage, and then you've got your top on there. And you know what? I'm even gonna doll this up with something very pretty, a little fork. And that is a beautiful slider. And by the way, my Tally chicken sliders with spicy barbecue mayo cost $7.40. Serve 6 people. Again, 6 big people. That's $1.23 per person. Today I have been showing you how to throw a fabulous cocktail party. Now, it's time for these cute little shrimp stuffed cucumber cups. You're gonna take some cucumbers and you're gonna peel them so you get these pretty little green stripes. 1 more cucumber. Then we're gonna cut them into 3/4 inch slices. Now for the other one. Great. With a melon baller, I want you to scoop out the seeds of the cucumber. So you're gonna go about 2/3 of the way through. Remember, this is supposed to be a cup. Turn this upside down onto a towel, and that will drain any of the excess water. And I'm reserving the insides here for my round 2 recipe, those chicken tacos with cucumber salsa I've been promising you. Now that these are done, we'll set this aside for the salsa later on. Let's talk about our filling, shrimp. That's gonna be the base for our filling in our cucumbers. By the way, for cooked medium shrimp, $8.49 a pound. Raw medium shrimp, which is what I had and then I cooked it off myself, $6.49 a pound. So you're saving $2 a pound or 24% just doing it yourself. And by the way, it's really easy to cook off the shrimp by itself. You just put them in a pot of boiling salted water for about 4 minutes. Come in here and chop this as finely as you can. I'm gonna put my cucumbers on a plate, and then I'm gonna finish up this beautiful shrimp filling. Now, into the shrimp, I wanna put a couple things. A tablespoon of horseradish, a teaspoon of lemon juice, salt and pepper, and a 1/2 can of chopped tomatoes that I've drained. Okay, now I'm gonna finish this off with some nice fresh parsley. I'm gonna take 2 tablespoons here. One I'm gonna put into my filling, and the other I'm gonna sprinkle over the top for a garnish. Just give it a little rough chop there. Now, give this a stir, and into our cucumber cups it goes. Look at those. Yum. Okay, final touch, parsley on the top, just to sprinkle around the plate to make it look festive and, of course, absolutely fabulous, I have to say. My shrimp stuffed cucumber cups cost $7.51. They serve 6 people. That's $1.25 per serving.